Does a vast emptiness truly exist in the universe, or is what we call vacuum merely a veil concealing an infinite ocean of energy? This question, though it may seem confined to the laboratories of physicists, echoes like an eternal calling within the human heart. From the moment we first looked up at the sky, humanity has never ceased to wonder, are we standing upon solid ground, or are we floating within an invisible current that connects everything? If the naked eye sees only stars, planets, and orbits spinning endlessly, could there be another symphony unfolding at a deeper layer, where every atom sings its own vibrating melody? Ancient sages spoke of Qi, Prana, the Tao. Modern scientists speak of fields, oscillations, and quanta. Though their languages differ, are they not all describing the same reality? That the universe is not a collection of isolated fragments, but a unified sea of energy, where every drop contains the essence of the whole. The image of the ocean has always been the most powerful metaphor. Every wave, every ripple bears the signature of the sea. Likewise, every thought, every heartbeat may be but a small vibration, yet still merges into the vast energy field that envelops the cosmos. Astonishing it is to realize, perhaps we have never truly stood outside the universe, but from the dawn of existence have lived, breathed, and vibrated within its boundless ocean. If so, the question is no longer, is the universe an ocean of energy, but rather, are we ready to recognize that we have been swimming in it all along? When James Clerk Maxwell unveiled his equations of electromagnetism in the 19th century, humanity was given a glimpse of a secret. The void is not empty. Within the so-called vacuum, unseen ripples of electric and magnetic fields propagate at the speed of light, connecting what seems infinitely distant. From that moment, the concept of the field was born, shaking the old belief that the universe was merely an empty stage upon which matter moved like mechanical marbles. By the early 20th century, Max Planck, the father of quantum physics, went further, declaring, all matter is only a manifestation of a fundamental quantum field, where every particle is vibration. Albert Einstein likewise affirmed, the field is the only reality. These discoveries redrew the cosmic picture. No longer a silent desert, but an ocean of energy, where particles and waves, matter and light, are but different expressions of one unified field. If physics painted this vision with equations, spiritual traditions had long intuited it. Taoism speaks of the Tao, the flow of all things. Hinduism names it Brahman, the absolute reality, the unified foundation of all existence. Buddhism describes shunyata, emptiness, not as meaningless void, but as infinite potential, from which all phenomena arise and dissolve. Placed side by side, the invisible ripples that Maxwell, Planck, and Einstein revealed differ little from the subtle breaths that Laozi, the Upanishads, or enlightened masters once perceived. All point to the same truth. The universe is not pieced together from isolated blocks, but flows as a continuous symphony, every note resonating within an endless field of sound. And if indeed all is but ripples upon the same ocean, then what of the self? Is it a separate entity, or only a fleeting wave, born of that unseen sea of energy? Imagine a tiny grain of sand upon the shore and a blazing star in a distant galaxy, seemingly with no relation to one another. Yet, at a deeper level, both are condensations of the same energy field. Matter, from the smallest electron to the largest planet, is not truly solid, but oscillations, vortices within an invisible ocean. Michael Faraday, through his studies of magnetic lines of force, showed that a particle cannot exist without a field. The particle is simply where the field concentrates energy, like a whirlpool within a river. This insight resonates with the Buddhist teaching. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. The form we perceive, grain of sand, human body mountains is not self-existent, but manifestations shaped by the unseen energy field. Standing by the sea, one may see waves as separate, each rolling on its own, yet in stillness, one realizes that waves never leave the ocean. The wave is the ocean, and the ocean is the wave. Likewise, the grain of sand and the star, the human and the cosmos, are rhythms arising within one unified energy field. Carl Jung, in his exploration of synchronicity, sensed such a connection. Events that seem random can hold meaning, he said, because they emerge from a shared foundation of psyche and cosmos. Is this not another way of saying that from grain of sand to star, from personal dream to historical upheaval, all resound from the same infinite ocean of energy? If so, the separations we perceive, large and small, individual and cosmic, personal and universal, are but illusions of limited perception. Then arises the question, if every form is only a wave of the same ocean, is the ego we cling to truly separate, or just a temporary ripple upon boundless waters? Close your eyes and listen to a gentle melody. Invisible vibrations in the air enter your ears, touch your heart, slowing the heartbeat, softening the breath. Open your eyes and watch sunlight filter through leaves, golden beams warming your being with life. Sound and light may appear different, yet both are forms of oscillation within the same spectrum of energy. One is acoustic wave, the other electromagnetic. Both rise from the same hidden ocean. James Clerk Maxwell proved that electricity and magnetism are not two separate forces, but unite as the electromagnetic field. Light itself is merely one band within its infinite vibrations. Later, modern science revealed that brain waves, heart rhythms, even the oscillations of DNA, resonate within this same field. The universe no longer appears as a rigid warehouse of matter, but as a multi-layered symphony where every note, from light to sound, from thought to emotion, plays in harmony. Taoism speaks of the Tao as the invisible current from which all arises. Hinduism proclaims Nada Brahma, the universe is sound. Buddhism reminds us of Shunyata, wondrous existence. That the very emptiness, the ungraspable space, is where all forms resound. These philosophies converge upon one point. Every form is but a fleeting expression of infinite vibrations. Thus, when we hear music, see a ray of light, or feel a breeze upon our skin, we are directly touching the heartbeat of the unified energy field. Sound and light are gateways, reminding us that we too are vibrating with the cosmos. And so the question emerges, if we learn to tune our body and mind to the right frequency, could we not resonate fully with the endless symphony of the universe? Place your hand upon your heart, and you will feel its steady, relentless beat. Yet behind that rhythm lies something subtler. An energy field surrounding the body, vibrating with each heartbeat, each breath, each thought. Science calls this the biofield, a constant emission of electromagnetic and subtle light fields radiating from the human body. Taoists name it Qi, Hinduism calls it prana, Buddhism sees it as the stream of mind. Though the names differ, they all point to the same truth. A human is not merely flesh and bone, but an instrument vibrating within the ocean of energy. Research from the HeartMath Institute has shown that the heart generates an electromagnetic field thousands of times stronger than that of the brain, and that this field shifts instantly with emotion. When anger rises, the field turns chaotic and unstable. When love awakens, it becomes harmonious, radiating peace. Even more remarkable, the energy field of one person can synchronize with that of another nearby. This explains why, in the presence of someone serene, our own hearts grow calm. In meditation, practitioners experience these energetic shifts firsthand. Breath slows, brain waves move into alpha or theta states, the body warms, and sometimes streams of subtle energy are felt flowing within. These are not hallucinations. but resonances between the personal energy field and the universal field. Just as an instrument tuned to the right pitch produces resonant sound, the human body-mind can attune to the cosmic symphony. Carl Jung once described humans as nodes within the collective unconscious, a vast field of psychic energy enveloping all of humanity. In this sense, the personal energy field is the bridge linking us to the collective one. Each thought, each emotion is not isolated, but sends ripples that affect the whole. When a person cultivates love, not only do they transform themselves, but they also uplift the greater network around them. If we see ourselves as living instruments of energy, the question becomes inevitable. What melody are we playing in the song of life? A dissonant, jarring note, or a resonant, harmonious tone that brings balance? Imagine walking into an ancient temple. A bell tolls, deep drum beats resound, and sunlight pours through stained glass windows, scattering red, green, and gold across the floor. Immediately, your mind quiets, your heartbeat slows, and you feel as if you have stepped into another layer of reality. This wonder is no accident. It is the interplay of energy fields, sound and color. Sound is vibration traveling through air, while color is vibration of light across the spectrum. Both are expressions of the same essence, energy in oscillation. When a frequency touches the body, it does more than enter the senses. It resonates with inner energy centers. A chant can warm the heart. A soft blue glow can ease anxiety. This is the meeting of outer field and inner field, where the universal energy touches the human one. In Hindu tradition, each chakra is linked to a color and a sound. The root chakra vibrates red with the beat of drums. The heart chakra glows green with gentle melodies. The crown chakra shines violet or white, resonating with infinite sound. These are not random associations, but centuries of direct experience, showing that humans can tune their energies through sound and color. Modern science has begun to confirm this. Chromotherapy demonstrates that blue light can regulate sleep, red light can stimulate circulation, and violet light can calm the nervous system. Sound therapy is now applied to reduce stress, improve memory, and support healing. Two different forms of vibration, sound and light, when combined, become a doorway to deep balance. Carl Jung once said, "Color is the language of the unconscious. Perhaps sound is the rhythm of the soul. Together, they open a space where mind and matter, body and spirit, human and cosmos, flow as one." This raises a question. If we learn to live mindfully among the sounds and colors surrounding us, could we transform daily life itself into a sacred ritual of healing, rather than a series of scattered moments? Envision the universe as a shoreless ocean, where no wave stands apart but all are bound in an invisible rhythm. Atoms, planets, stars, and even the human heart are waves within this vast sea. Every heartbeat, every thought, every emotion is a small vibration echoing in the endless symphony. Buddhism reminds us that all phenomena arise interdependently. Nothing exists in isolation. Taoism sees the Tao as a river, where each drop has meaning only in union with the whole. Carl Jung spoke of the collective unconscious, where individual and collective cannot be divided, and modern science, through the search for a unified field theory, is edging toward the same conclusion. All is one. This means your vibration is never yours alone. When you choose love over anger, gratitude over resentment, forgiveness over bitterness, you not only transform yourself but add harmony to the shared song. Like an instrument tuned to true pitch, you draw the whole orchestra back into resonance. When many raise their vibration together, the music transcends individual resonance and becomes a collective wave, capable of healing communities, even the planet. From this perspective, the universe is not a distant realm to be explored, but a living symphony in which we are simultaneously the players, the instruments, and the audience. The greatest question is not, how was the universe created? But rather, in this infinite symphony, what note will you choose to be? A harsh dissonance or a soothing harmony? Noise or guiding melody? And if we vibrate together in love and compassion, could not this symphony become a healing song for all of life? This is episode 4 in the 111 video series on the ocean of energy, where science and spirituality meet, helping you understand yourself and the evolution of consciousness. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the upcoming videos.